it. Are you guys excited? You excited to be here? Yes, in the comments if you are, you should be excited, okay? Especially if this is your first time, because everything can change for you. You can literally change the how you started next month, okay? So if you like, Lizelle, I've been in a cycle that I'm starting to get out of. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and if you have been thinking about it, let me know in the comments for how long. How long have you been thinking about getting to learn how to create more income? Maybe you've looked for online jobs, whatever it is, okay? If you need more
Okay.
income,
I've also got a second webinar that's just
okay?
started.
Again, please, yep, Yolandi, just mute. Okay, here's a wow. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to take you through exactly step by step. So let's start. I'm going to start sharing my screen, guys. Let's get going. Okay, let's get going. We actually just came out of a leadership training, and this is why we're like all over the show now. Like, where's what? Because we just came out of a leadership training inside my community. Inside my community, we regularly have guest speakers. She's a six-figure earner that came to speak in our community about leadership, leading yourself. And this is all just extra because when you are in life and you are human and you are breathing, you probably are struggling with some things. We all are struggling with some type of mindset. I mean, I went from broke, not knowing how to get more income, to making multiple millions in my currency and being a multi six-figure earner in dollars. And that didn't happen by accident. Okay, it happened through a process. And I'm so excited to share that process with you. And one of those things is to just level up in your mindset. Because if you can level up in your mindset, you can stop thinking that life is always the way it's going to be. It doesn't have to be the way it's going to be. The way you started last month is not the way that you could start next month. You could completely change it if you are just willing to open yourself up, have a bit of an open mind on how to earn online. I'm going to show you, okay? I must just say a disclaimer because you're all going to hear some stories here tonight that is going to, you're going to be like, what? Especially if it's your very first time. You might have heard about people earning a lot of money online, and it might not make sense to you. Okay, so you're going to hear those stories tonight. With this, I'm not saying you are going to make that type of money. It works if you put in the work. It's like someone who wants to lose weight, okay? They can have the perfect plan, but if they don't follow it and they don't do what they're supposed to be doing, they're not going to have the result that they are looking for, okay? So let's just get in. So I'm going to show you 3 simple ways everyday people are starting online income right now, okay? So we've got a little special bonus, not just one, a few of it at the end. So let me ask you something. If you needed extra income, would you know exactly where to start? Let me know in the comments there. Would you know exactly where to start if you needed extra income? If you're on here, you probably have been looking. And for those of you who said years and months and all of that, you probably have been looking and you're staying stuck, right? Because most people don't. Most people don't know where to get started. So this is not for influencers, okay? This is for normal parents, 9 to 5 workers, beginners, people who don't know anything, people who are feeling behind. They are feeling, oh my goodness, everyone's making money. Everyone's ahead in life and I'm not, okay? People who tried and stopped because they're not finding the success. And why most people stay stuck is there's just too many options. Is there anyone on here that's feeling like, oh my goodness, there's so much noise out there? I had someone message me again today and say, Lizelle, there's so many scams out there. There's like so many profiles of you. And unfortunately, they are. There are a lot of scammers online. There are a lot of people, and there are a lot of options. And that can make you feel like, which one do I take? And then you do nothing. And then a lot of people stay stuck because they've got the shiny object syndrome. They just go for everything. Like this thing sounds nice, they go for that. Then that thing sounds nice, and they go for that, right? And many are overcomplicating the process. They are way overthinking this, thinking it's very, very difficult, when in fact it's very, very simple. A lot of them, probably most of them, have fear of scams because there are really scammers online. Okay, just some of my profiles are duplicated, and then I have to report the people that are duplicating, and it's sometimes it's not even people, it's like bots that are created by evil people, unfortunately, right? So you just have to be so careful. But a lot of people think that when they hear it and it sounds to them too good to be true, so they're like, if it sounds too good to be true, it has to be. I know my mom also told me that, but not in the digital era that we live in. You can literally work smarter instead of harder. A lot of them are stay stuck because they start alone. They don't start with support. Okay. So why I stopped chasing more hours was I didn't want another job. Okay. I'm going to be very honest with you and very transparent. About 2 years ago, I was already stuck for 3 years after COVID. Is anyone that went through COVID bad? I mean, my salary took a knock. I was working for a corporate company. And that was the time when I decided, you know what? I am in any case done with putting work always first because we put work first because work puts bread on the table, right? But what about our kids? What about our family? And I always had this internal struggle inside of me because I so wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I was always in this catch-22. I couldn't be the stay-at-home mom because I couldn't afford to stay at home. So I was away at work all the freaking time. And when COVID hit, I was like, this is my chance. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to start my own thing. And what I did was, and here's what you should not do. What I did was I went and I opened up a little beauty salon because what all I knew was, well, if I want to make money, I need to do my own thing and I just need to work extremely hard. And as soon as I opened up my beauty salon, it wasn't long before I realized I'm back to, I didn't create the freedom that I wanted. I'm just back where I was. I'm working all the time. I'm putting clients first. I'm putting the money first. And my poor kids are getting my leftovers. And I was just done. Has anyone felt done? Just put done in the comments if you felt done. I felt done. I felt like this is not the kind of life I had imagined. This was not the kind of life. I didn't want to be rich. I didn't, that for me was too far-fetched. For me, it was just, I just want enough. I just don't want to stress about my bank account. I don't have to live in a palace. I don't have to drive a Lamborghini. I just don't want to stress about money. And that really for me was the only goal I had. So I didn't want another job. I was already working full time, but I needed income. I needed income that didn't require me to take more time because I physically didn't have more time. I was already working full time. I needed someone to give me structure, not just motivate me. I needed someone to show me step by step on what I needed to do, someone that had understood my position, that was in my position, that could lead me. So what happened was I discovered digital marketing. I discovered that people were making money online and I had no clue what it was. I had to Google it online. I was like, what is this? And when I started researching and dabbling in it, I found out there was a lot of moms like me who had the same dreams like I did. Like they just wanted to be at home. They just wanted to not stress about money. And they were making not little, like lots of money online, like thousands and thousands of dollars. And I was like, I need to know what they are doing. I started very skeptical. I was very afraid because I started with a program that taught me how it worked. I mean, who has $600 or $1,000 lying around? You know, that's the way I was thinking. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have this type of money. But I also knew I had to change something because if I don't change something, nothing will change, right? Is any of you in this room hoping, saying to yourself every single month, I hope next month is different? Wishing and hoping next month will be different. Because that was constantly me. I was constantly in that cycle of, I just wanted to be different. But it was silly now that I think back, silly of me to think that I wanted something different, but I wasn't willing to do something different. And you see, when money is involved and you need money, those mindset, remember mindset, what I just spoke about in the beginning, your mindset blocks and it's like, I don't have money, so I can't do anything. So when I learned that you could make money online, but I needed to learn the skills because I didn't know how it was working, I immediately shut down and was like, oh, I don't have money. You know, I don't have money to learn these skills. And something happened to me that day where something just said to me, Lizelle, is that going to be your story every single time? And then I said to myself, okay, what do I have? What can I do? And by that time, I was behind on my children's school fees. I was behind on all my bills. I was in the red every single month. Like I had to draw some money just for the debit orders not to go off. Is there anyone that knows what I'm talking about? I told you I was going to be very transparent, right? So that was where I was. So if there's anyone that didn't have a good start, it was me. And I just decided that day and then I was going to do something. I made some debt, I ran promotions in my salon, and then I made a plan. I went to a webinar, much like this one, to learn about this. And then I decided, you know what, I can change my life. I didn't think I was going to change it to become a multi six figure earner, leave my job at 5 weeks, and become a millionaire in my country in 6 months. I did not know that was going to happen. That wasn't my goal. My goal was I wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month. I didn't believe that I could make this amount of money. So the reason I'm sharing that with you is what you're going to hear tonight and going to see tonight, you're going to be like, is it that simple? Yes, it is. I want you to look at your phone that you're holding in your hand right now. This is something that did not exist many years ago. And it's only coming better and becoming better and better and better, right? We can talk, we can video call, we can do all of that online now. We couldn't do that many years ago. The same with digital. This is why digital businesses are the future because you couldn't do it back then, but now you can. And this is why you are hearing regular, normal people are making money online. So I'm excited to show you exactly how to do it. Are you ready to dive in? Put ready in the comments if you're ready to dive in. Okay, you're going to see. I'm going to show you 2 ways, actually 3 ways. I'm going to show you 3 ways how you can do this. Okay, and I'm not going to ask you money. Okay, so don't worry about that. I am going to show you, though, a shortcut. Okay, so there is a shortcut. I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can do it and one way that can really, really excel your results. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so there's a little photos I want you so you see I am who I say I am. Okay, on the left hand side, this is me working all the freaking time. On the right hand side, this is what my life looks like right now. Like we live on the water, I get to spend time with my kids, and I'm not even exaggerating here. And you know, for some people, this is not even new. For me, this was totally new. I wasn't used to being at home all the time and making lots of money. I wasn't used to this. But this is the life I get to live now. So if you don't know me yet, you'll know why I'm so passionate about this business. I think if I did not go through the financial struggle I went through, I don't think I would feel so strongly about it now. I always say your pain becomes your purpose because my pain literally became my purpose. So, online income, it's not magic, okay? It is a proven business model. Think about a franchise. People used to buy franchises. Why would someone, let me know in the comments. I love it when you guys talk to me, okay? So, let me know in the comments. Why would someone, if you wanted to open up a coffee shop, why would you go purchase a franchise coffee shop instead of opening your own coffee shop? Why would you do that? Let me know in the comments. Why would you do that? I want to help you understand the online business model. Okay? You people do that and they buy a franchise because they know the security. I love that. It is, right? Because you know it's proven to work. You know there's a proven business model. You know there's someone that's going to support you. You know there's someone that's going to give you the recipes. You know that there's someone that's going to give you the business model and say this is how you should do it so that you don't waste time or money trying to figure out how to do this. Okay? This is why so many business owners don't make it because they try and do it on their own and they work even extremely hard with little pay or they close their doors. It's because they try it on their own. Okay. And this is why the franchise model was so successful. So the online business model works like that. Okay. And to create income online, all you need is an audience, an offer, and a system. And I'm going to take you through that. Okay. That's literally it. So 3 simple ways, okay, to online income is the first one is digital products. Okay. Now, this is creating something once that you can sell over and over and over again. Now, don't worry if you're thinking like I don't want to create my own digital products. The what I want you to grasp here is it's created once, but you can sell it like for the next 12, 15 months, for the next 5 years, you can sell it. And e-products are things like guides or templates, like that's online accessible. Okay, it can be workshops, it can be mini courses. I don't know if any of you have attended my 3-day workshop. I don't charge for that workshop, but I should be charging for it. Okay, because that is something that you can charge if you are skilled in a certain area. Like I have a lot of teachers that purchase my Done For You product because they want to learn how to create their own mini courses. So instead of going to a school every single day and put in the hours, they are they want to create their own digital products. Okay, if you can teach someone Man, I spoke to someone that's, because I'm thinking of ideas, of someone that's a plumber. If you can teach someone else how to be a plumber and how to do it practically, you can create a course. Okay? And you don't have to be an expert. You just need to know a little bit more than someone else to do that. So, digital products, when you create something of your own, it doesn't cost a lot of money to create. You can actually do that using Canva. Okay? It's got a very high margin and it's scalable. It's something that you can make more money with. Okay? Then the next one is an affiliate leverage. This is when you can go to Amazon, you can go to Udemy, you can go to TravelStart, many companies online. When you go to their websites and you scroll to the bottom, there's a button that says become an affiliate where you can apply to become an affiliate. Okay, which is great because you don't have to create the product. You can just promote a proven offer and earn commission from that. Okay, Zanelli, can you just take over the slide quickly for me?
Yes. So there's
Sorry, I'm here. You know, I say my Yorkie, she's part of my brand because she's like constantly with me. Okay, so have you guys seen that? Just let me know in the comments. Put a yes in the comments if you've seen that. You've seen that you can become an affiliate for something online. Okay, like there's oh man, I'm trying to think of it now. It's now suddenly I can't. But you can literally go and become an affiliate for someone. The only downfall of these big companies like Amazon and everyone that gives you, you know, like even um, Timu and all those places is the commission is very small. And many people, if you've ever been in network marketing, you are the one that works very hard, but you only get a small piece of the pie. Okay. So that's the bad thing of taking a general affiliate approach. Okay. But if you're just looking for $100 here and there, you can easily just go sign up to become an affiliate and start promoting it and sharing it with friends and family. Okay. You don't need to create a product because it's already been created. You can just do it. Faster start and a high ticket leverage if there's a high ticket program. So the third way is the best way, in my opinion. This is the way I started as well, is something done for you, something where it's you can get affiliate commission so you don't have to create your own digital product, you don't have to create your own systems. You can literally purchase something that works for you online, and all you need to do is just learn and get used to promoting it. Because here's the thing, a lot of people have something to sell but they don't know how to sell it. Do you guys agree? Yes, if you do in the comments. A lot of people, they just don't know how to sell something, okay? So what if you could have a done for you business system that teaches you how to do that? So without you having to try and figure that out, okay? That is what is amazing. That is what sets you apart. So done for you systems works for the person who doesn't want to build from scratch, okay? They want immediate structure and they want guidance. They don't want to try and dabble and figure this out on their own. Okay. So I want Shardi, just look for Zanali, she's on here. I want her to come and share her such an inspirational story. So she started with a done for you system. Okay. And that done for you system is digital magnetic system. This is a system that I have created. And the reason I created was because there was a huge gap in the market in many areas. You know, people wanted better support. They wanted, I mean, anyone can go online now and try and make money online. I cannot tell you how many emails I get on a daily basis of people asking me that they've tried it by themselves and they don't know how to come right. This is what sets you apart with a done for you system. There's clarity. There's no like, okay, what do I need to do? Okay. So Shardi, it's amazing because she only has 15% eyesight. But I don't want to take her shiny. I want her to come and actually just talk. Shardi, are you on? You can just unmute. Are you there? Shardi. Is she unmuted?
I asked her to
Put it
unmute.
on mute, but just give her a few seconds to get the button, maybe.
It's on her side, Lizelle.
This is
She's maybe not here, but she's on.
okay. Well, but it does prove to you that you don't have to be tech savvy to earn money,
Hello,
eh?
can you hear me?
Ah,
Yes,
there we
she's
go.
here now.
There we
She
hear
just
you.
needs a
There we
minute to
go.
find the button.
Thank you to my hubby. He helped me quickly.
Awesome, Shani.
Yeah.
Oh, please share with us.
Okay, hi everybody. It's a privilege to be on tonight and to tell my story. My story is totally unconventional because I've got only 15% vision. I was diagnosed when I was 7 years old with a rare condition called Stargardt's disease, which means I've got no central vision. So I can't even see my phone now. I can literally just see on the outside, mostly on my left side. So everything I do with the left side of my vision. And I worked for my dad in his church. I was his singer-songwriter with the worship team. And then what happened was before COVID, my husband, he's a school teacher. So he got a great opportunity to come teach at a private school. And which meant I had to leave my job working for my dad and then try to find another job in the city. And then COVID happened, so no church was hiring, and that's all I knew how to do was sing and do worship. So that switched over to a motivational ministry. So I started doing motivational talks, but I wasn't well known yet. So I got an invitation like once every 4 months, and that's the only income I had. And then I was sitting at home feeling like I needed to impact the people and teaching them that you don't have to live or let your circumstances rule your life. You can still make an impact in the world. But I was so broke, like literally so broke. I was the mom who always had to say, no, sorry, not now. Honey, not now. And it broke my heart. But I applied for numerous jobs. Nobody was hiring because I'm disabled. They wouldn't give me a chance even. So I wrote 2 books and I did motivational talks, and that was literally my income. But it wasn't every month. So some months I only had 2,000 Rand income. And imagine taking care of your child and helping with the household with 2,000 Rand a month. And then I found Lizelle's program. Oh, my soul. I had all the creativity, I had the calling, everything, but I didn't know how to market myself and my products. And now, within 6 weeks, I earned $2,600, which comes up to about 44,000 Rand. And I am legally blind. I do everything on my phone. It's definitely not perfect. There's a lot of mistakes. So sometimes my captions are crooked and sometimes I don't even look in the camera. But Lizelle said something on one of her lives. She said that perfect doesn't pay you. So I decided I'm going to give it my all. So I borrowed money to start. And I said to myself, you're going to do it every day, show up every single day, even if it's not perfect, even if you feel like you're unhappy with your videos or you feel that you're not confident enough, you're just going to show up. And I did it. And in 6 weeks, I earned that amount. So now I can impact people's lives as well as earn money. And I can say yes to my daughter, which is amazing. So now she says to me, Mommy, you're almost rich now. So that's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. And I just want to end off by saying that believe in yourself, because I promise you, if I can do this, anyone can. Imagine how much money you can earn with perfect eyesight. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
it.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Lottie. Oh, that is so, so inspirational. Thank you so much for sharing. You are so brave, and I'm so, so, so proud of you. Well done. Really
Thank
well done.
you.
I'm
Thank you
so,
so
so proud of your
much.
success. All right, so I want
Thank you.
Serena. So now that we're in it, I just want Serena to also come and share. Serena, I think you're on here as well. She's also got a remarkable story of where she's now and where she started. And the reason I like them to share is just because, I know when I started, I didn't believe in myself either. None of us did. Okay. And I want you to just know that this is possible for you too. Okay. Like Shadi also said. Serena, are you here?
Yes, Lizelle, I'm here. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And Cardi, I'm so moved by your talk. Thank you so much. Guys, I was thinking while she was speaking, and I realized everybody's got a story. Every single one of you sitting here has got a story. And I was reminiscing about COVID, and I thought, "Oh, we've come so far." Because what happened to me is after COVID, we've moved to the coast. And I didn't have to work a day in my life when we did that. We had all the money in the world, we had our future plan. And then life happened and we literally lost everything. And I made the decision to walk away after a 25-year marriage. And I walked out of there with 300 Rand on my name. That was the total sum of assets that I owned when my life literally collapsed. And it was amazing when that happened. There was somebody that actually blessed me to start looking into digital marketing. And I did that. But while I was trying to build this business, my life actually fell apart. And I was trying to get through this, but not only just survive, literally just get up in the morning with the will to figure this out. And I just knew there was no other option for me than to go digital because I was sitting in this small coastal town. I didn't even have money to move to go look for a job. And I knew that I never ever wanted to be in that position where I once felt the freedom of working for myself, choosing my own. I knew going back to a job was going back to that would have been the end of me. So I just made the decision that I'm going to figure this out. But it was hard. I really battled. I did make some money here and there. And then it was October last year. A friend of mine phoned me and said, "Listen, I did something I'm going to show you." I said, "No, no, no, you're talking to the wrong person. I don't have money to invest in more programs. I have to make this work. I do not have another option." And then she showed me what.
Sorry, Serena, you were just muted now.
No problem. And then she showed me what the inside of DMS looked like. And when I saw what this system was giving me, I just immediately, I didn't know where I was going to get the money from. I just immediately knew that I knew that I knew that I had to get DMS. I just knew it. And it was amazing by another miracle that I got DMS. And it was, I think, in this first, I think it was 7 weeks, I had DMS. I made over $5,000. Okay. That was because I immediately saw this was the fast track to online earning for me because it checked all the boxes that I was battling with the previous stuff that I was busy with. But apart from the money that I've made in DMS, I cannot tell you what DMS has done for my life. Now, remember, I had 300 Rand. And because of the skills that I've learned in this amazing program, I have now in February launched my very own digital products. And within the first month and a half, it's gone to 4 different countries already. I am changing people's lives with what I have been able to create because of the skill that I've learned in this incredible system where you're not only going to be given the tools to make money online, but you are being empowered to know how to even move that higher if you want to. It's not for everybody if you don't want to, but it's opening the opportunity for you never to have an excuse to have a ceiling and say, "But I can't. I can't do that because I don't have money. I can't do that because I can't see." There's no excuse for you to make a success in the online space. Is it always easy? No, it's not. But if you have the right mindset and pushing through your own stuff that blocks you. It's you that's blocking you because you're going to be given everything that you need to be a success. So I will be forever grateful for Lizelle and the whole program that has come my way because this literally changed my life. What I've got planned for the future is huge. It is huge, and I would never ever would have believed that I can do it if I wasn't empowered and knew how to take this to the next step. So that's my very, very grateful story. Thank you, Lizelle.
Thank you, Serena. Oh my goodness. Can you see? And I like that she shares this because a lot of people think it's like just getting rich overnight or it's a scam or this. And no, you learn skills. And look what and it's all her. She learned. She showed up for herself. She did it, you know? So proud of you, Serena. Thank you so much for sharing. So proud of you. All right. So let's get to the stuff that you're really here for tonight. You want to know how it works, right? So let's go through that. So what you need to make money online, you need these three things. Every successful online business has this, okay? There's a digital product that you need. You want it digital because that means you don't have to ship it to anyone, okay? So you need an automated system. If you want to work just a couple of hours a day, you need an automated system that's going to handle the sales for you, that's going to do the following up for you, that's going to literally work online for you 24/7 while you're sleeping at night. This automated system still works for you, okay? So automated system, this was something that confused me way back when. So let me just simplify that for you. Have you ordered something online in the past 3 months? Yes or no? Just put in the comments there quickly. Yes or no? Did you order something online? Okay. When you ordered online, or the last time you ordered online, okay, did someone have to convince you to buy in that online store? Did they have to convince you? Did they have to physically reach out to you? Or what happened? You purchased online, you went looking for it, okay? You purchased, you immediately got an email, even if it was 2 a.m. in the morning, you got an email to say when to expect your shipment. That's an automated system, okay? That works for you 24/7. And then what you need is you need a discovery method. If you have a digital product and you have your automated system, you need a way for people to discover your digital product. Now, a digital product, not any digital product sells, right? A digital product that solves a problem sells. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people think, oh, let me just create this because I like it. And then they wonder why they are stuck and not making sales. It's because the product is most probably not in demand. It's probably not profitable. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have a digital product that solves a problem because that will ensure that people are looking for that online. You don't even have to, they are already looking for it. Okay. So here's how that works. They all follow the same structure. We call it a funnel, okay? So firstly, we use social media because where's everybody spending their time on? Okay, I'm sure you like spending 7-8 hours a day on your phone. Everybody is online, okay? We are over 5.3 billion people and it's just growing. That's online. So what happens is we use social media to gain traction, to let people know, hey, this is the solution that we offer. Okay. It's like anything that you would share. If there's a joke that you want to share, you're going to share it. Okay. If there's news, you're going to share it. If there's a nice movie you watched or whatever, you share your life anyway. Most people are on social media. Okay. So what we do is we use social media and we get them into the funnel. Now this funnel, this is your automated system. Okay. So what happens is this is how you came to this webinar. You saw a video of someone or maybe an ad of someone online, right? You saw it, and what happened was you had to enter your email address and your name in somewhere, right? And what happened was that was the capture. And what happened was now you started getting emails from that person. Yes or no? You started getting emails, okay? And the next what happened was you either got introduced to a done for you system, or you were invited to the webinar or something like that. Okay. Now, did you know that all of these things all happen automatically? The only thing that doesn't happen automatically is we don't show up automatically. We are literally live. Like it's 9:38 to 26th of March. Okay. We're literally live. So that's the only thing, but the rest of the stuff happens automatically. So what actually is working right now is simplicity. AI assisted content, because that means you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to show your face online. Okay. High commission models, back end systems, emails instead of chasing algorithms. Okay. I want you to imagine quickly. Imagine if you could start your online business today and you can launch it, knowing that by next month, I mean, we're a couple of days away from next month, you have an online business working online for you 24/7. Let me know in the comments there, how would you feel if you could know that your system is working for you online 24/7? While you're going to your 9 to 5 job, while you are doing your life, while you are out and about, okay? Wouldn't that be great? Yes? Because now instead of you working, you can actually double down. You can still work your 9 to 5 and earn an income because you've got an automated system working for you. So most people don't start because they fear. Fear is one of the biggest things that keep us stuck. Personally, my fear was money. My fear was money. And then I realized, if I don't spend money to upskill myself, I'm going to use that money on something else. Because every day, think about it, every day you are spending money, or every month you are spending money on stuff that doesn't make you money. Yes? Every month you're spending stuff on money that doesn't make you money. A lot of people are waiting for perfect, or they're thinking they need more time, right? Or they're thinking they need more money, which is not the case. So if you want the simplest path, you can build everything alone, or you can start with something that's already done for you. There's really a way that you can do both. The building everything alone is you can go create your digital product. I showed you what you need. I gave you the info on how you can get going on that. But starting with something that's structured and done for you is just a much simpler path. Okay, and this is why digital magnetic system was created. And what this includes is we do a total done for you offer. It's already done for you. You get a 90% commission structure. We give you the templates, we give you the AI tools, we give you the coaching support, you build your own brand, we give it all to you. You heard Serena's story as well. Serena created her own digital product because of this. She's building her own ecosystem out because of the skills that she's learned. But then there's also many that's not interested in creating their own digital products. They just want the freedom of having a system working online for them 24/7. What makes this difference is it's beginner friendly. It's step by step. Okay, you know exactly what to do. There's no tech overwhelm because the system gets set up for you. There's no tech involved. Everything's done for you. You can immediately start. The only tech that's involved is maybe change your name and rewriting your emails if you want to. There's community support and there's also payment plans available. Okay, so we have two options. Okay, but before I mention the two options, I just want Latasha to come and just share a little bit of her story as well. Natasha, are you on here?
Hi, Lizelle. Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Thank you.
Hi,
Natasha,
everybody.
I want you to share because she also started and her whole journey is so different. Thanks, Natasha.
Yeah, thank you, Lizelle. Hi, everybody. So nice to be here with you guys. I'm actually on holiday. As I'm sitting here, I'm in the beautiful Cape Town. I'm absolutely loving it. And so I have so many testimonies that I can tell you about DMS. I can keep you awake for hours because DMS has changed every facet of my life. But tonight I want to give you a sneak peek into my heart of something that's very close to my heart that DMS has really just changed my life forever. So I don't know how many of you actually saw or heard about DMS on TikTok for the very first time. So if it wasn't TikTok, just say a number 1 there. And if it wasn't a live, put a number 2 there. And I'm going to tell you why. Because as I said, there's a lot of things I can tell you about DMS, but I want to tell you something about my own experience being on somebody's live. Now, I was already in DMS, and although I don't do lives myself, I like to support those who goes live, and I just like to interact. And so the one day I was on Estelle's live, and Estelle asked the audience, she asked, if you could go anywhere in the world on holiday, where would you go? And immediately I knew, oh man, this has been a desire all my heart, all my life, you know. And then it took me back to when my daughter was only 4 years old, and she was this little fireball, and she was always up to some mischief. And I said to her one day, Nino, one day when you're big, Mommy's going to take you on a boat cruise and we're going to have a lot of fun. And she was so excited. And she said, "Oh, we're going to go on a cruise." And we would often joke about it, but because I knew by the time when she finishes school, then I should have enough money to go on a cruise. I mean, it's 14 years. And then as the time became closer to it, I kept quieter because I realized I can't take her. I cannot take my daughter on this boat cruise. And even when she finished school, I never spoke about it again because I knew I couldn't fulfill that promise because I was just that mom who never had money. And when Estelle asked that question, I was like, oh, I always wanted to go on a cruise. Then I started to say, well, I would like to go on a cruise. And Estelle said, so how much money would you need, Latasha? And I said, I don't even know, maybe 25, 30,000. And she said, I think you would need more because wouldn't you like to go on a really luxury holiday? And I said, of course, yes, I want to have it all the bells and the whistles. I want it all. And then I decided to pray about it. And I actually prayed and I was very bold and I asked the Lord for 6 pro sales in that same month. And I said, if there's 6 pro sales, I'm booking that cruise. And then my mom prayed with me. Guys, God listened to a mother's prayer. She prayed with me. I got 6 starter sales, 12 sales that month. I said, okay, I'm going. So I booked the cruise. And I'm so excited. It's 4 days from today. I will be going on that boat cruise with my favorite person in the world. But unfortunately, it's not my daughter because I'm 8 years too late to take her with. My daughter is now in heaven, but I will be doing something very special. But I want to tell you, this opportunity didn't exist when my kids was in school. I wasn't that mom that could find additional income online, working from my phone and just making some income. I didn't say just replace my job. I just needed some income. And we didn't have that opportunity then, but you have it now. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. You don't own your time. It can be over in a day. So I just want to tell you, whatever you can dream, you can have it. Because what Estelle did on that day, she awoken that dream and that desire to go for something that I always wanted to do. And now I'm going to do it. And this is all because of DMS. If it wasn't for DMS, if it wasn't for Lizelle's program, I would be in PE today and I would be working. So thank you, Lizelle. Thank you for everything.
Oh man, such inspirational stories tonight. Thank you so much. Oh wow, so proud of you, Latasha. I'm so proud of you, really. I'm actually getting very emotional now. That was so good. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get to the pod, guys. You want to know now. So we do have 2 options, to get started off with. So we have the DMS Pro. It gives you a fully done for you business setup. You don't have to set up anything or pay someone to set up anything for you. You literally get it all set up for you. You get resale rights, two programs. In other words, you can make anything between $400 and over $1,000 per sale. You get 12 exclusive PL art products. These products are private label rights products that you can rebrand and resell as if you created it. And you can sell it, or you can give it as, you can use it to grow your email list. You can use it to bundle your program. You get a 30-day content strategy plan so that you know exactly what to do step by step. You get a faceless marketing strategy. This is training for people who don't want to show their face online because there's a specific strategy towards that. You can't do business just the way we do it with videos. There's a strategy that works. You get an advanced launch strategy training on how to make your first 10 and over $10,000 months. You get a perfect customer masterclass. That's also a training. Magnetic sales formula is all about, you've heard, people had limiting beliefs before they started, right? Limiting beliefs. Didn't think that they could become millionaires. Didn't think that they could become 6-figure earners. Didn't think that they could change their situation. Money was the option. Fear, skeptical, all of that. That's what the magnetic sales formula. In that course, it's all about getting rid of those limiting beliefs. You also get a full-on course on step-by-step on how to create your own digital products with the templates, the funnels, all of that included. Plus, you get certified. Now, I haven't even told my community this. I'm gonna introduce it to them on Monday. Okay, we are in the process of becoming internationally certified, qualified, accredited. Okay, internationally, which is so exciting. We're already members of it. It's CPD. It's an international recognition, which is amazing. So and the reason we did it was because if you know that, it's not just press a button and money falls out. You learn real skills that they teach in adversity, okay? It's just you get to earn while you learn. And that's what makes it so amazing. You get pod coaching. Pod coaching is when you get in small groups with 5 and 6 figure earner coaches who take you through it step by step, because support to us is number one. And then guest speakers, you just heard, we just came off a guest speaker call, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figure guest speakers who come and speak regularly inside our community. The total value, if we had to sell it one by one, would be over $6,000, even more, because most of it's monthly cost as well. With this, you only pay a once-off $1197, okay? And an activation fee of $75. That activation fee, we purchase your email, professional email, and your domain on your behalf. We have removed all the tech headaches and we just do it for you. Okay, so we do it for you and we put it back in your hands, and that's your business. Okay, and then we take you from there. So that's a once-off amount. Okay, I do know that a lot of people can't start with the pro. It's most of the time they first want to test drive it, and this is why we have the starter. I do want to mention there are payment plans. Okay, so this is why we created the starter. So a lot of people are like, I don't know if I'm ready to go all in. I first want to check this out. So the starter comes with a fully done for you business setup as well. You get resale rights to the starter, which means you can make $447 per sale. Okay, you get 5 exclusive PL right products here. Plus, you get an MRR Canva crash course PDF, which is also in the Pro. On the starter, you just get 5. So it's actually all in all 6 products that you get extra. You get a 30-day content strategy plan, a faceless marketing strategy, weekly group support. Every single Monday, we get on a call where we strategize for the week, strategize on content. It's all about content on a Monday. Okay, you get a 5K roadmap on how to make your first $5,000 online. Get the perfect customer masterclass, the magnetic sales formula. The value of that is far over $2,500, but that's not what you're going to pay. You'll only pay $497 once off and a once off $75 activation fee. You tell me, is there a business that you can go start right now for a once off amount like this and make the kind of money that you hear that we are making? Is there a business out there? I can tell you now we're not, because we've all been looking for that until we found this. Okay, so you heard it yourself. You can make your investment back in a week or 2. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just here to give you the reality of where we are. There's also a payment plan for that. It's $220 a month for 3 consecutive months. So you've got, it's the support that you need or want. That's the difference here. Okay, in the DMS Pro, there's a lot more income, in the sense of a lot more income streams. There's a lot more systems already done for you. Where in the starter, it's also income driven, but there's more support in the DMS Pro with the coaching, and you get certified on that level. Okay, so there's Latasha, her story. So who this is for beginners, people who was like me, like Googling what it is, Googling how to make money online late at night. People that are ready to act, not people looking for quick rich schemes, but people who are ready to change their situation. People that are tired of guessing, they are tired. They've done the YouTube videos, they tried some side hustles before, okay? Who it's not for, it's for people who are looking for instant results, who are not willing to put in the effort, okay? And people that are unwilling to learn and who just want something for free, okay? So you'll know, I'm sure you're the one on the left. So I've got some bonuses for you. So the bonus is the system is free. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any monthly fees, which I don't know about you, it was music to my ears, because I don't want to pay for a system, especially if you start out. So many systems online cost you anything minimum $99 a month and up. With this, you get a system that's fully set up for you and you don't pay for it. Okay, you get a full vault of 30-day content templates. Okay, in the pro, you get fresh content every single month. So if you're someone that says, Lizelle, I don't really want to show my face online, I just want to copy, paste, and post, that's going to be for you. You can just use, and I'll get to that now, an AI bot that we have inside that can do everything for you. We've got live Zoom calls. Okay, you'll get, as a bonus, you're going to get a bi-weekly group coaching if you are in the pro, which means you will be coached inside smaller groups. Okay, and then in the starter you'll be a part of all the groups where we get live on a Monday. Okay, the live Monday calls. Then what we love to do, and this is something that we don't regularly do live, but we've decided to give it to you live, is an onboarding call. Okay, a call, everything's in the program. But we want to see you. We want you to see us. We want you to be able to ask live questions. We want to take you through a tour in how the community works and all of that. That call is happening when you start. Okay, when you start, that call is happening on Monday. Then the secret sales weapon, this is going to be your best friend, because she can create your emails for you. She can create your content for you. She can, if you say, hey, secret sales weapon, I want to make $5,000. How am I going to do that? She can work out that plan for you. This is like having a coach in your pocket. Okay. And then we've got an AI twin module inside, which is these two together. The secret sales weapon, the AI twin, has really been disrupting the market because a lot of people don't want to be online. And the AI twin can help you be online, but not have to be physically online, which is amazing. So you'll get that training in as well. So now you don't need more ideas. And I'm sure if you're on this call, you don't need more information. I'm sure you've looked around. I'm sure you've been stalking other people's profiles, right? What you need is a decision. Because here's what I've seen often. People will join a training, they will Google all the things, and then they don't do anything about it. Okay? It's not that it's not for you, it's that you're just not making the decision. And I don't want you to stay stuck anymore the way I was stuck and the way many of the stories that you heard here was stuck. I don't want you to be stuck the next month. Okay? It's all about what the decision that you make. If you make a decision, that's what's going to determine where you are going to be next month. Okay, so here's what you do. You can just get back to the person that invited you here. Okay, you can ask for the link. Okay, check out the two options, check out the payment plans, check out the list of everything that's included. But do all of that, but just don't start next month if you've been looking for a way for a long time, because the only thing that's going to change your situation is action, not any more thinking about it. Okay. And if you're ready, you'll feel it. You'll feel that this is for you. Okay. And we've got some like 2-3 minutes. Is there any question that I can answer for you? 1 or 2 questions I can take before we go. No questions? Did I answer everything?
Sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
can I ask a question?
Yes, Magnus.
Do you guys mind just guiding us to your pages and what your website looks like?
Oh, sure.
And the products you're selling, if that's fine. I
That
would love to
is
see it,
no
the layout
problem
of
at
it.
all. I'll do that with
Very
you.
interesting in the bots and the faceless.
Okay, so you want to basically see inside the community then, sounds like, right?
Yes,
So
obviously.
yes, so this is our community. It's called Magnetic Circle. Okay, so you'll
Okay.
see it's live. We just went live with a guest speaker, and this is where we share wins and all of that. So you can literally go in there every day, ask a question. It's 24/7 open. And then when you go to the classroom, we have everything inside the classroom because it's just very easy to navigate. So you'll start here, you'll go to your step 1, and there's the DMS starter. Obviously, on my side, everything is open. But if you start on the DMS starter, this will be closed for you, the digital product blueprint and the DMS Pro. So if I go into the starter, it's literally step by step. So every module that
Right.
you can just tick and say, okay, I've done this one. Then you know where you've left off.
It's
And
like
you just go
e-learning,
through it.
online e-learning. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, step by step. And then your commissions get paid every 7 days. So if 7 days from sale. What's nice about the DMS is a lot of people like Namibians, they can't have PayPal. So with DMS, because it's affiliate, it gets paid into your bank account or PayPal. You decide. Then we've got a
That's
secret
great.
sales weapon. I can show you a little bit on. Okay, I'll show you that one now.
You don't have to give
Yes.
away all of your content for free. I was just actually looking at, the
Oh,
different pages that you guys created, where I can
oh,
actually go and purchase from some of the guys that's created their pages.
okay. So, well, I don't have everybody's page, but here's the page. This is like a template you get. This is my page, but this is like
Oh,
a
that
template, but
looks
it looks like this. This is the sales page. We
that
call this
looks
a sales
nice.
page, okay? So because I have both, I can sell the
Oh, that
starter
looks
and the
nice.
pro. See, and you choose between the two options. There's a list of what's in each option. If you're ready, you can
Okay,
just click
great.
and go in. When you click on it, you'll see that the payment plans will show up over there, okay?
Awesome.
And then, yeah, as you go down. So many, currently, we are changing this soon because we're adding some very good stuff. Because in DMS, it's all about building your brand. It's not building a brand, it's building
A
your brand.
brand.
So
Perfect.
we are adding some nice goodies. I'm not gonna talk about it all, but currently what they are doing is you can currently change the colors if you want to, all about, what your brand is. If you want a more manly brand, you can change it. You put your picture there and so forth. We also have capture pages. It looks something like this. This is also what you get. So you get a capture page, a sales page, okay, so that people can order from you. They can also change. It looks now different on desktop. Most people are on their mobile phones, so
Sure.
it will
Definitely.
look different on there. But yes, and
Perfect.
then what's nice about the community is you at any time you can go into the wins section and you can go screenshot the wins of the sales and the growth that's happening for people. And you can just prove like this is what people are
Use
doing.
this
This
as a
is how they are
reference.
changing their lives. You see.
Great. That's amazing. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. All right, guys, that's 8 o'clock. We have to jump off here. Thank you so much for joining. So just get back to the person. Don't wait. Don't go talk yourself out of this now, especially if you have been feeling you need a change, okay? If you don't know my entire story, I was stuck for 3 years thinking about how to change my situation, wanting something outside of me to change my situation, waiting to win the lotto, waiting for a miracle to happen, waiting for all these things. And you don't have to wait. Nothing happens in the waiting. The change happens when you start making the change. And I'm going to end with this. I did a story post today and I said, I started exercising again now after many years. Woohoo me. Okay, started exercising again. And I'm so freaking excited because I know I'm not going to have a six pack in 24 hours. Okay, but I'm excited because I caught the vision of being back in shape, feeling good again. And I said to my husband yesterday, I thought this was going to take me 2 weeks to feel good. It took me one day to eat right and exercise, and I'm already feeling like $1,000,000. So my point in sharing that with you is that's with online business. I said today, stop wasting time because your business is going to take time to get. Yes, a lot of people earn a lot of money in their first week or two, okay? But that's not realistic for most people. You want to get going, and within your first 4 weeks, you want to have a sale. Your first 8 weeks, you want to have more, You want to get that traction, and it all depends on how you start. Do you start on your own? Do you start with the done for you system, which is a lot faster? Okay, so get going. There's a second quarter, and then we're at the end of then we're in the half of the year. Okay, and the only thing that's going to change is if you change. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon, and come introduce yourself when you come inside the community. Cheers, everybody.